speak a good game. You give them everything right. Your answers are correct, politically correct, and they see that you're accountable. But as soon as you get the job, that next morning, you're happy, right? And then you go throughout the day, you already put in your mind, like, okay, I can find ways that I can trick the company to think that I'm this person. Like, why find ways? Why do that? Why become a liability? Why find ways to trick? Because, at the end of the day, somebody's potentially going to find out. And now you're embarrassment to the company. What happens? You're fired. That inconsistent pattern, that's what I'm trying to get to. You're so inconsistent that you'll never be great, or you'll never have the things that you want in your life, because you're always trying to manipulate the system. If you want to manipulate the system, do what you're supposed to do. Become good at it. Research it. Become great at it. And make your own business. Because, like I said, business is business. There's no competition. If you're willing to put out to what you want to get back, be consistent.
That's deep.
That's what was on my mind, Greg. That was on my mind, man. I had to get it out. I want to put it on here. I want people to listen and to really understand that this is just not another podcast. This is something that all of us can relate to. No matter if you're young, no matter if you're old, no matter if you're black, white, or indifferent, don't matter. I need y'all to listen. I need y'all to listen to us. Because there's no time for us to be playing games. There's no time for us to be inconsistent. You're going to get great content every time that you listen to this podcast. That's what I wanted to put out into the universe.
And it needed to be said. A lot of times we get in, like I said, when we get in this monotonous routine of waking up, going to work, coming home, going to sleep, waking up, going to work, going to sleep, and you get in the same routine every day, that a lot of times we just forget that we gotta take time for ourselves to grow. I talked about last episode that personal development is so important, because then it's not just about, even if you want to own your own business, but it's how you deal with people. We're social creatures. We're designed by habit to be social creatures. How do you interact with other people? You can feel sad, lonely, and depressed, but a lot of times it's about how you have grown yourself, because you can be outgrown by everyone around you. But if you're consistently doing the things like listening to this podcast, reading 10 pages of a book a day, doing something that's outgrowing yourself so you can be the better person the next day and keep going forward, that's how it's going to change.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm going to get off topic a little bit. I used to really hate social media. Like, I really hated it. Like, I had deleted my Facebook, I deleted my Instagram, and all that, right? I had got back on Facebook, and I had met my wife through it. But besides that, it teaches us something. Social media teaches us valuable lessons. Like, for example, Facebook, it teaches us how to vent thoroughly and thoughtfully, right? And then Instagram, it helps us capture life's moment, like the pictures that we take and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
We could take beautiful pictures. We could put filters on it. That's beautiful, right? We could take a tree that's actually dying and give it life. Hold on, Chris. Do you feel me though? Like on Instagram, you have those filters and everything like that. Like, you have the black and white photos, and then you can make yourself look young. You can take all the blemishes off, and when you look at a tree, it's like, oh, it's dying. Let me give it life. Let me put a filter on it. Boom, it's beautiful. You know what Snapchat? You know what Snapchat teaches you? There's a lifespan. Like some people, they can send you a picture and it can only last 10 seconds. And then bam, it's gone forever.
That's deep.
Twitter teaches you how to think. And Twitter teaches you how to think critically. Because it has so many characters, right?
Uh-huh.
So you have to really think about what you want to say in order for it to get across. That's why I love Twitter, right? When I used to have Twitter. Twitter actually makes you think about things, but then people get carried away with abbreviations and all that, and you have to spin it down. Like, oh, okay. But the most intriguing, like I said, was Snapchat. Like 10 seconds is everything. But then they put where you can have it for like infinite, one that you, if you send it to somebody, like a picture or a message, it's infinite. Right? But then as soon as you let go or you click out of it, then it's gone. But 10 seconds is more than enough to say what you mean and mean what you say. Because at the end of the day, either it's going to stick with you or it won't matter and then disappear within 24 hours.
I can dig it.
Right? So my thing about it is don't waste time or sleep over the opinion of sheep. Because we live in a social media, we live in a technological society that's what we at.
So to wrap all this little topic up, I'm gonna leave you guys with an analogy, a little quick story. Okay, so imagine, if you will, you have a bank account, and in that bank account at midnight every night, I'm going to deposit $84,600 into that bank account. Here's the rules, though. You have 24 hours to spend that money. Whatever you don't spend at the end of that 24 hours is gone. But I'm going to replace it with another $84,600 the next day. And that process is going to repeat. You have the same 24 hours to spend that money however you see fit. But keep in mind, whatever you don't spend goes away. How do you spend that money? You have the same 24 hours in a day that people like LeBron James has, people like Will Smith has. What makes them so much different than you? Why can they become the people that they are? And why are you stuck in the rat race, the hamster wheel that you're in right now? What makes them so different? It's not because they have a special set of rules. It's not because they have extra hours in a day. You still have that same 24 hours, that same 84,600 seconds that this parable is speaking on. They have the same amount of time. You have the same amount of time. It's how you spend it. Spend it wisely. Create those memories that are lasting. Don't just spend it trying to keep up with everybody else. Spend it wisely.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. I appreciate that. And everybody else, like I said, quote that I want to end on, like I said earlier, business is 10 when God called you to be great. And let that stick with y'all. Wake up every morning, don't be upset that you have to go to that job. Be happy that you have that job. Be happy that you can pay for that apartment or that home that you sleep in, that bed that you sleep on, that food that you have in your refrigerator, those clothes that you have on your back. And if you have children, to be able to feed them. So at the end of the day, there's many people out here that don't have those blessings. So be consistent in your word. Know who you are. Struggle to progress, and don't struggle to quit. Thanks, Chris, for letting me hop on, man. I appreciate it. Let's be consistent.
No problem, man. Anything else you got to say? It's your time, man. Get it off your chest.
That's it, man. I can't get everything off, man. I gotta make sure that we can have our listeners keep coming back. Like, oh, he got fired. Got to, man. Yeah.
I feel it. Hey, everyone, if you're listening, go ahead and check out our Facebook page. It's Facebook.com/YBK podcast. We'll throw out different updates throughout the week. Follow us throughout the positive, uplifting moments that we post on there. Don't forget to go ahead and check us out next week. Share it to your friends, family. This message may not be for you, but there's somebody through you that needed to hear this message, and only you can get it to them. So be courteous. Go ahead and share that out. And that's all I got for you this week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody be blessed, man. Stay up.